primary pass catcher, so sometimes it works in your favor, but onto the defensive guys.
On second down, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking deep for Demarius. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Ryan. And this is taken him one-handed. What a catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
Film session, if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Yeah. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now Michelle, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver, was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 23 yards the pick up there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. On 2nd and 9, Brady.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. And they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 13-year man puts it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. From midfield now, here's Ryan. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Ryan. Jones has it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. First half in the books. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 31, Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Here we go. Here we go.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal a second. That would have been fun to watch.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. First down, here's White. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Patriot first down. Wait, set, 53! Check, no. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a 166.
On first down, White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They come out here in the eye. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, 70 yards, and the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Wait, 20!
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll run it. This is Michel. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Brady. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michel, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down.
First down, New England.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. A good pickup there, a 22. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And they will run it with Michelle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Wait, set 29, Alpha. Sugar.
They'll try to run it in, Michelle. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
What can Brady do now with his drive? And Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here's Brady to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. The Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yep.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 99! Check 99! Hey, kill!
Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Brees finding Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brees. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Brees. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, it's Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Kill! Tighten up! Tighten up! Hey, watch that!
Shotgun now for Brees. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Thomas the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run it with Elliott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Demario Davis there on the stop. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Opposite. Get the ball. Hey, watch that. Check.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Toss play, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check. 5-9.
On second down, Kamara, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with him. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 47.
On 2nd down and 4. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Sherrill's on the return. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints have taken the lead. Kickoffs, punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Shift. Good. I-4. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
3rd down and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Robert Quinn getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Seems pretty obvious. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The 3rd down run gets him nothing. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Check, 47. Here we go, D.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Ready? Yellow lady. Let him know. Let him know. 21.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He's checking.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go, baby. Here we go. What do you need? Check back.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run? This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's a give to Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. His pass caught with the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here's Breida. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. They'll roll him out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. On first down, here's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. First and 10 at the 19. Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll try to run with Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second and 14. Foles. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Foles. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. On second down, a run with Breida. They find some open field here. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards.
60 yards. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lambeau is good. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
180. Purple 64. Recon 132 fighter.
They begin with a carry for Blue. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second and a yard, Foles. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on the play. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now it's Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A pass complete here to Conley. That catch good for 5.
It's his zone defense, and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call. You've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at about the 32. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. 1. Greystone, Travis.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check. Lucky.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Big hold of the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And there he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 60 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 25 yards that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know, there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Quan Alexander, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Calais Campbell on the stop. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played up.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 60 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by a former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Check 56. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
36. Jaguars 17.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle.